A Texas man falls to his death after dancing on top of a moving 18 wheeler. So, let's see. Let's check out this video.
New video showing a man dancing on an 18-wheeler here in Houston moments before he was knocked off
Jesus.
to his death. This wild video was posted on the Facebook page of Grizzly Hood News. Police say this happened Thursday along the East 6 freeway at Twom Street, but the driver apparently had no idea that the man had jumped on top of the vehicle and started dancing. He was knocked off the vehicle as it went under Twom Street. He died at a hospital. The driver is cooperating with investigators.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. This is basically a case of someone being utterly stupid for what? Attention? And now you can never do something like that again. Right? Like, people need to be smarter with their life. Like, how about, not dance on top of a 18-wheeler for social media? So, a man in Houston, Texas is dead after falling off the top of an 18 wheeler that he was dancing on top of when it passed under a bridge. Which, by the way, this is like a good example as to potentially why someone might need life insurance because they're just this dumb. So, Houston police say the 25-year-old man, wow, 25 years old. That is such a young age to die. Whew, was knocked off the top of the truck around 11:35 a.m. on Thursday while dancing on it along the US 59 East X freeway, unbeknownst to the driver, KRIV-TV reported. Police say the man jumped or climbed onto the trailer and appeared to be filming himself dancing. So not only was he dancing, but he was filming himself while doing it. That is so beyond stupid. Video of the incident was posted online by Grizzly's Hood News, and the man can be seen ducking under one overpass before standing up again and continuing dancing. After falling from the truck into oncoming traffic, the unidentified man was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. The man died from multiple blunt impact injuries, Houston public media reported, and the Houston police say the truck driver was evaluated after the incident and found not to be impaired. Well, and here's the thing, right? What could the driver really do, right? I don't see how you would ever put the fault on the driver in this scenario, right? Because there's basically no way that the driver would be actually able to see this person drive, like dancing on top of the vehicle. So the driver was also questioned by police and released without charges. Good. We haven't had a case like this in quite some time. What, this happened before? Houston Police Department spokesperson Jody Silva said. So let's see some of these comments. Unlucky dude was auditioning for America's Got Talent. Not a good idea. He was dancing to It's Raining Men, Hallelujah, It's Raining Men. Or Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. No loss. The Darwin Awards are coming up soon, and he was a top contender. Desperate for attention, the social media influencer fad appears to be a bid to gain lucrative sponsor product endorsements, ill-advised choices, and tragic endings, each one more bizarre than the next. Condolences. Like, this kind of like reminds me of a former fitness influencer who was like really famous. I forget what his name was. I think it might have been like Greg something, right? Something with a G in it. And he was like on like men's fitness all the time. Very good looking guy, very fit, right? Very successful. But he ended up basically running on the tracks, I think, of like a subway train and getting hit by the subway train. And he was like trying to do it for like a video or something for his content. And it's just like, hey, like, you could create content without endangering your life, right? I bet he will never do that again. Wow, what a horrible comment. Everyone is indestructible until they are not. The absolute stupidity of some people is amazing. And like look, this kind of like reminds me of like the people who like swerve in and out of like traffic, right? Like in front of cars, not using their signal or anything, just go like to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It's like, hey, you're basically playing with a weapon like that. It's like it's not going to be safe. You're going to be held responsible. You're going to be held liable. If you get into an accident, you're going to be arrested, etc., etc., etc. Like sometimes the risk is not worth the reward. And I don't see how the reward could ever be worth getting on top of an 18 wheeler to film yourself. Okay? Like, here's the thing you could fake all this. You could literally get a green screen and fake being on an 18 wheeler nowadays, right? Or you could just go to like an abandoned lot with 18 wheeler trailers, right? Stand on top of it and do it there in a much more safe area, right? Can't fix stupid. So they're saying he got hit once, then he got back up only to be hit again. Did he go for three? No, basically what he said, well, what is basically being said is that he actually dropped down, meaning he actually successfully went down underneath the overpass, like laid on his stomach to get past the overpass on the first one, and then I guess didn't realize that there was another overpass so soon and got hit by that, fell off, and then got ran over basically by cars. What was he thinking? Good grief, some people. Like, here's the thing. At least with like the that science teacher that filmed herself with her hubby doing stuff in a school, at least you could potentially make money from that route. Like this, there's no point to this, like at all. Like there's literally like zero point to this. His 200,000 in student loans is now officially forgiven. Rapid death. No loss whatsoever. One less idiot who can no longer harm others with stupid decisions. Well, that's kind of rude. Was there a no dancing or riding on roof sign anywhere on the truck? I doubt it. Looks like a lawsuit. Oh, Lord. Newton's law. An object stays in motion unless it's an overpass. Ha ha. Yeah, see, this is a this is a really sad situation. Like there's no reason why anyone should end up doing something like this, right? It's like you got to start to wonder like are people just stupid like beyond repair or do they care so much about likes, about engagement on social media from people that they don't even know, that they're probably not even really making much money from to do what? Like, for example, if this person was like filming this for like TikTok, like, unless you have like a literal massive following where you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars per sponsorship, it doesn't really make any amount of sense to even risk something like this, right? So this person was probably doing this just for this social media popularity. That's it, not even for money. Like, if you were to do something stupid for money, that's a little bit more understandable because you're like, okay, you're at least trying to get something out of it, like some tangible thing out of it. But if you're just trying to like get popular online, so you risk your life to get popular online, it's like, what are you doing? Right? There's other routes to go if you want to be popular. Maybe, I don't know, solve someone's problem, create a skill, like do something interesting that's not life threatening so that you can keep on doing that interesting thing. Like the perfect example of someone who goes basically viral every time they make any form of content is a YouTuber named Mr. Beast, right? Or Jimmy Donaldson. And he can literally create viral content from just crazy amazing ideas, right? That don't even necessarily have to cost money. Most of his content deals with money, but they don't have to cost money. So it's just like maybe just think of a better idea for content so that you go viral, so that you don't got to risk your life. And here's the thing, if you're someone like this, or if you know someone like this, maybe you should put some life insurance on this individual because you know that they're probably not going to live a long time. Which is like a pretty morbid thing to say, but like if you knew someone that acted like this, you know that there's probably a good chance that they're not going to live a very long time. Sadly. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, master your money, go down below or go to 40bucks.com. Stay tuned for news commentary and financial commentary because the reality is this person is just a moron, really.